BEEX project is a no-profit foundation about visual art and photography. If you want to help us, just drop a donation on buymeacoffee.com/BerlinExplorer. Hello everyone, welcome to 50 Minutes of Experience. Today I'm with Alessandro Pavone from Rome. Hi Alessandro.
Hi Emiliano, thank you for having me today here. I'm very glad.
Yeah, me too. And so, as you know, we would like if you can introduce a bit of yourself and then we can go on more deeper inside of some questions.
Yes, of course. So I'm Alessandro, I'm 34 years old, and I started to approach photography more or less 3.5 years ago. I started to be fascinated by photography because maybe of my work that allowed me to go around the world a little bit more than a usual person. So I said, why not to take some pictures of that? And initially I started as to be fascinated by landscapes. And I approached this kind of photography, and I still love this kind of photography. But in the end, when I start to understand better, maybe I'm more fascinated by simple landscapes. So no many post-production or something like that. A point of turn in my love for photography it was more or less 1 year ago. When during the lockdown, I attended a course with Stefano Mirabella. He's an Italian street photographer and like ambassador. And it was like initially composition, and then we go deeper in the great masters and street photography, of course. And so it opened my mind because since that day I started to wander in Rome, discover again my town and all the characters and places like if it was new for me. and so this is my actual journey.
Okay, perfect. So I know also Stefano Mirabella. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, I was studying in Rome in the Officine Fotografiche.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I know some people, teach in Rome and some of the photographers there. So most of the people doing courses, for sure, I know them.
Yeah. Okay.
Very curious, what is your job that you travel a lot?
So I'm a flight attendant. So
Okay.
yeah, that's why I told before that allowed me to go abroad a little bit more than a usual person.
Okay. So I understand. It's a job. It's also sometimes don't permit you to really travel. No, you travel every day, but in the end you don't travel for yourself because in the end you have this range of time, 2 hours and nothing, or 1 hour or 50 minutes just to change everything and go back to your country. But
so I had the luck to stop in many places. Sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes not. But sometimes, you can go to discover something, not for a month, of course, but so my curiosity to shoot put me in this situation, and I as soon as I can, I go out for a walk and take some pictures.
Yeah, but your pictures are interesting, really simple in some ways, also in the color way, and I like that because they keep the neutrality of the word. So this is for me, it's interesting, and I see also some picture you did with the reflection also, so are interesting, and I can understand that you are new in this field, so then you are exploring, and it's nice the way to see how do you explore, and for sure that things that you travel allowed you also to experience much more because you can see different stuff, different culture. And I'm curious about where are you now, because look like
now I'm in Rome.
It's look like your room like Turkey or Indian it's really particular, this blue and it's really nice. Really
Thank
nice.
you. Today I'm here due to pandemic, I'm stuck in Rome actually. So
Yeah, and there was the pandemic. You flight in any case, or
no, no,
not
no,
really?
no,
No.
no, almost nothing. Yeah,
Mm.
it's quite terrible actually for my job. So I'm struggling to make it, and hopefully we can restart to work and to travel as well. Of course, I
Yeah,
hope so.
yeah, sure, sure. After this situation of pandemic, now also about the vax, I think. I don't know. It's a bit contoured the situation, but yeah,
Yeah,
there are people flight. I know people never stop to flight.
yeah, me too.
There was a friend of mine, photographer, that during the start of pandemic he was in Taiwan, and I was going there to meet him, and yeah, I couldn't in the end, but he was there, and he traveled by walk, bike, auto stop, everything, and.
Yeah.
And I remember that during I was in the quarantine, was May 2020 or 2019. Now I lost totally the feeling for the months. That he was practically on a ship, and he was going in South America from the Asia.
Ah, really?
Yeah, and yeah, it was so funny because during everyone was closing the house, he was traveling, and posting these stories where he was everywhere, and this was so really nice because you could see a lot of people was complaining about staying at home, and he was swimming in the lake in South America.
Like a boss. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
And so let tell me, which is something you did in photography. I mean, you approached to photography really recently,
Yeah,
but um, in a way you stuck there, no? You stuck there, and you are doing photography. So that means, in a way, you got this passion as something you have to do it with constancy,
yeah.
And what what is the feeling you have when you say, "Yeah, now I go to take a picture"?
Well, I think I do for two reasons. One is just for my pleasure, of course, because I want to, but more than a feeling is a need, I think. There is that day, you have this need. I want to go out to take photographs, and you just go. Of course, this depends on your free time, how much free time you have. So it depends from it. But as soon as I can, and now, for example, in the last month, I'm very, very busy. So I'm not taking photographs so as much as I would. But I think just a need to go. Most of the times, when I'm free, I wake up. Today's a good day to take pictures. I take my camera and I go out to the center or to some places I know.
So you shoot in Rome, no?
Yeah. Because I started to approach street photography during the lockdown. So I never tried to do street photography abroad. I couldn't. So not for now it's just Rome. As soon as I can go abroad, maybe surely I try to take photographs also abroad.
Yeah, but I think it's nice that also you can discover more your city in a different point of view, to start to watch, the city totally in a different way.
Yeah,
Start to
exactly.
get
That's the
into
way. Yeah,
so with the people. This is also interesting, and also the things that you speak in English, that allowed you also to connect with the people.
yeah, of course.
Probably are tourists or people foreign. They live there in the country, no?
Yes.
This is interesting, I think. And so then, in a way or another, you are also pushed to go outside and searching something, because, yeah, this is, I think, one of the reasons why you're doing the fly attends.
Yeah, of course.
And there are experience you would like to doing, something you dream to doing, also related to photography, but not only.
You mean about photography in the
I mean,
photography field?
photography is just a tool that connect us. I mean, in the moment that you dream, for example, to, I don't know, jump from the sky, for sure you take also the camera with you.
Yeah.
You know. Um,
Yeah, well, maybe my dream is to travel more, and not regarding this moment, but in general with photography. because photography, is something that makes me feel better in some ways, and I would try to do it more. So I would like to do that, even in Italy, of course, but to lost in some country, to have an experience, and in the meantime, shoot. That's what I want to do, and that's maybe what I dream, because I used to go abroad very often. So this is good for me, but I would like to combine the things, and go abroad with my camera, for example, even for example, street photography, to take pictures of capture behaviors of people abroad, different people, or even animals, because I also would like to come back to some national parks I've been. This is another passion I have. I would like to do many things, but for sure, if I could compare with what I did before, this time would be with my camera to document all the process.
Yeah. I totally get the point. And what do you like, the short travel or the long travel?
Well, it depends. It's always about feeling, I think you don't have to go so far to have good feeling. But of course, where the culture you meet is different for yours, the motion is surely different. For example, I've been in Japan, I've been in China, and these maybe are the most hard contrast you can find, for the differences. I mean, and for sure, differences are always something that enrich you. So it's good, of course, but even in Africa, every place has its culture, and so I'm curious to discover it or to experiment again, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, for sure. It's not because I'm a kind of person that is for me it's really difficult to travel. I mean, it's I'm really contrast in that. I love to discover everything and about everything, and for me it's also staying at home. It's like travel because I discover always something different. And this is my exactly problem when I travel. The point is I cannot then focus on anything else than travel, no? The moment in my life when I was traveling, I was totally lost in the places. So, like I came in Berlin. When I came in Berlin first time, I came here 3 days, and then now are 7 years I'm here.
The plans change, so.
But I went back, in Italy. I went also in other places. But for me, was like, it's like you never stop to research. Like
Yeah.
when you are involved in a place, so then you are more involved, and you want to be more involved.
Yeah.
For example, for me, next step will be to go more close to many different people in many different areas and to know, the neighbor. I really like to know. I remember I was living in another house some years ago, and I liked a lot things that I knows the neighbor, I knows the old man or the old woman, and I was stopping in the street, seeing them, talking with them.
Yeah.
It was so amazing because you feel part of the place.
Yeah.
The moment that the people know you are part of the place.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's not anymore. You are just someone there. Can be a tourist or someone off rain. You are part of that.
Yeah, this is something that warm up your soul, no?
It's something I even in Rome, no? When I was living in Rome, I met a lot of people, but especially, for example, I was often at the station of the bus in where is Tiburtina, no?
Yes, I know.
And there is mini bar on the right side before, and in front is the bus station.
Yeah, the bus stop.
There's one really little, and there is a guy inside. Is from Algeria. This guy inside, I was spending always time with him. In the end, there was sometimes when I was in Italy, I was just going in Rome with the bus to meet him because for it was like I'm in Rome in the moment that I meet this guy.
Yeah. It's something in particular you relate with this place, with this town.
even after 10 years, he met me and he was, hey man, how are you? And it's nice also. There was also another bar that was open only in the morning, where I was always taking this sandwich with chicoria. And the man was there, the old man. He was remembered, it was a reminder of me, and it was so nice that,
Yeah.
and you feel to be part of a place. And this is
Yeah.
really
You are
amazing.
involved, yeah, of course.
Very totally involved.
Yeah, I think this is the salt of life, these little things, they're not so little in the end.
Yeah, because in the end, we share a lot of time with a lot of people in the world. Even if we share just one day, sometimes this one day or some hours during the evening, it was so special because probably we open ourselves, our emotion, our passion,
Yeah,
our experience, and in a way or another, these things make a sign inside of us.
yeah, of course. I really agree with you about this. Yeah, of course. For me, it's the same.
Yeah, and I'm really curious to see when you start to travel again. How you will catch this sign? How you will?
Oh, yeah, there are many, even if I don't stay for years in a place, if you can compare and reduce the things you told before, for me, it's the same because I have that kind of people I met in each side I go and I used to go. So there are many people remembers about you when you see again after maybe 2 years. How
Yeah,
are you? Hi, Alessandro. So yeah, you feel like at home. And
yeah,
I really looking forward to come back again and to discover new people, like this.
yeah. It's amazing. I mean, this is also another thing that I like to doing in digital, that to meet a lot of people, because we
Yeah,
are
yeah,
maybe a day you will come in Berlin, and we will take coffee, and it's nice because
yeah. Of course, of course. You are doing it well. So I saw on the side, on the website, and on the platforms. So you get in contact with many people, and I really love this thing because it's a good thing for me that it reaches you and other people who share with you this path.
yeah, I think we can really doing something in the world when we get in touch with the world.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
not only from our point of view, we have first to, in a way, be influenced for real.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's absolutely a point because, as I told you before, to be influenced most of the times it reaches you. So
Yeah,
if you stay stuck in the same place for years, you're just yourself. This doesn't mean that you have to change, but you can change for good sometimes.
I mean, traveling, and this is the point in the end. Yeah, I don't regret it, and I don't blame the people that they choose to stay in one place forever. For me, it's
Oh, no. Everybody,
to be really strong about that, and you have really to love. But I think if everyone would travel for real, I mean, not as a tourist, go there without to
yeah,
talk with anyone,
yeah.
but travel for real, getting in touch, and then trying to live abroad, then yeah, will be much different. The impression you have about and saying, okay, I don't know, because I really love to stay here. Yeah, for sure. You never went anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. And before what I told before, I mean, got stuck. Not just physically. I meant mentally. When you get stuck and you never change, so you are never influenced. This is my opinion. Is not good, but without any credit to somebody.
Yeah. So thank you a lot, Alessandro, for your time, for this nice talk. Was nice also to talk about travel, the feeling of travel. I think people listening this podcast will appreciate also that too.
I hope so. Thank you very much for having me. For me, it's a real pleasure to share with you this event, and I wish you the best for this project. That is really really nice.
So if anyone wants to see the work of Alessandro, we'll discover the link in description, and you can also send a voice message to comment this podcast, to interact, to say your point of view about the travel. If will be nice to listen some voice message if you want, and yeah, probably we can do it another podcast with Alessandro talking about what also the experience of other people in traveling.
Of course.
So
Thank you very much, Emiliano.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. Learn more about our project at allmylinks.com/BerlinExplorer or visit our Instagram and follow BerlinExplorer project.